Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
I'm at Section 6 Football Media Day with the Fredonia Hillbillies, including Ethan Fry. We have Matt Cash, Brandon Wronski, I know I said that wrong, Micah Davis, and Keegan Whitfield. And guys, let's go back a year ago. You made it to this field. I know you said you're still thawing out from that game. Lots of bad memories. But just talk about real quick that moment and just the journey to get back here. Ethan?
Honestly, last year we don't really like talking about it. It was a rough game, but I think it's going to help us this year because we're not going to be in awe like we were last year. Last year we were content with making it to the stadium. This year it's a business trip. Like, it's just another game. Trying to win sectional championship on Thursday.
Micah?
If we dwell on it too much, we won't be able to execute, and that's all we need to do.
All right, so you guys come into this game. After you knocked off Monite, you face a Lackawanna team, which is undefeated. Just tell me just a little bit, what do you guys think you need to do in order to beat this Lackawanna team?
They're athletic, they're physical, but honestly, we got some dogs. We got a better O-line, we got better skill positions. Like, it comes down to execution, like Micah said. At the end of the day, I think we're going to execute better than they do. I think we're going to come out with the win.
Micah, you guys have been in a lot of close games this year. Salamanca, you have Southwestern, your playoff game last week against Medina. How do you think that helps you moving into this stage at Highmark Stadium?
We're just tough. We don't break. We bend, but we don't break. We fight through. We do what we need to do when it comes game time, and we're just tough. It helps us it helps us win games. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Fredonia will face Lackawanna on Thursday.
I'm here with head coach Greg Sherlock of Fredonia as they get set and ready for Thursday's game against Lackawanna. And Coach, talk real quick about your team being here for the second consecutive year, back at it here at Highmark Stadium for the Class C championship game.
Well, I think it's great, especially for those kids that were part of the experience last year. It didn't turn out the way that they had planned it themselves or myself. So, it was very meaningful to get back and hopefully have a chance to do a lot better and play the way that they know how the year after.
There's been a good amount of changes that have happened from your roster from last year to this year, especially at the quarterback position where Ethan Fry took over, where you had Nick Whitfield for the past couple of seasons. To see him progress and evolve over to be the quarterback, to have this dominant season, what was that like at the start of the offseason and as it progressed along to see him become better at that quarterback spot?
Well, he was our backup last year. He worked with Jim Kubiak and Nick Whitfield quite often, like on a weekly basis. And so he knew he was going to transition. And he really the only one that we really even thought of that could transition to that position, especially in the offense that we ran. And he's done a great job. He has spent, the entire year just getting better and better, taking a lot of reps, not only even on Sundays when he wasn't playing basketball for the high school team, all spring, all summer, and he's been in the weight room throughout the entire year and got a lot stronger, which has helped, perfect his game the way it has.
And another guy to mention on that offense is Micah Davis, who's been a very good running back for you. But not only that, on the defensive side as well, how has he been able to become a nice dual threat asset for you on offense and defense?
Well, in order for him to play both ways, he also had to be in the weight room. He's not a real big kid, but he's a very strong kid. And he has no fear. So he hits as hard as anyone else. He is somebody that we noticed last year that was just a different type of running back than Matt Lauder. His vision it carries him so well, and he can plan on a dime and just turn up. He sees things that sometimes we don't even see during the game, and I think that's helped him.
And, I can't forget about one player, especially on the defensive side, is Samuel Azarot's, a guy who has been dominant for you, been your leading tackler, and also, by the way, 18 sacks on the season and doing it as a junior as well. How has he been transitioned from sophomore to junior that's been able to take this big leap to help out your defense being so dominant?
Well, when he played for us last year, he was a starter at defensive end last year, and he was one of the best in the league last year as a sophomore. He was, doing things that we asked him not to do, that probably, wasn't as dominant as he has been this year, but he's very, he has conditioned himself so well that he knows he's going to see double teams. He sees them every week, and he still is able to maintain the consistency that he has, all year long.
And then finally, see your team back here for a consecutive year, with it being media day out here at Highmark Stadium, players throwing the football around, having a great time. What's that been like from your side, on the coach's side, just to see some of the players out here just enjoying their time before they have a big matchup here Thursday night?
Oh, I love it, and it hopefully makes them feel a little bit more at home when they do come out on Thursday night to play. I only bring seniors. I leave the rest of those underclassmen to work towards getting this feeling. So I bring seniors because I think they've earned it, especially dealing with everything they have. We've been an all-year-round program, so to speak, and they've put their time in for the last 2, 3, 4 years, some of them. So it's just fun watching them. They enjoy themselves. They play games out here, and no one else gets to play in a professional stadium in high school other than Western New York kids, and I just think it's just an awesome experience that I want them to have that feeling.
And earning it, they definitely have, and they're going to have to do that Thursday in their Class C championship game, trying to earn their first sectional title since 2010. Coach, as always, thank you for joining us.
Very much. Appreciate it.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.